Yo, what's up with y'all, man? It's like 6:56 right now in the morning. I just got woken up out of my sleep, man, from having a real, very heavy, intense vision, man. And I felt so scared and so anxious, and just I tried to go back. I tried to go back to sleep, man, but I couldn't. It was so anxious and paranoid and scared. Like I had to just get up and take a breather. And it was about something like with somebody in my family, but I don't even want to really talk about it in depth because I don't even want to think about what I saw and what happened. And man, I just had to make this video because I'm like, man, these visions is a gift and a curse, y'all. Like for those that watch, I know it might sound crazy and cool when I come and say, oh, I had a vision about this or something good, or I seen something happening to somebody I know, and then it happened and later on into the physical realm, and it came true and stuff, and it happened where I saw it. But like I was telling y'all before in other video, some of these visions I have, I don't even like sharing because a lot of them deals with like stuff that's like death, and I don't want to scare nobody. But at the same time, the way I just had that vision just now that woke me up out of my sleep with a family member, it's like I'm getting pushed to share those too. Like it's like I have to warn people. And the reason why I want to make this and talk about it to get it off my chest and off my heart and off my soul, man, because this is such a lot to handle, man. Especially if you're seeing visions of death. Um, and environments with people, and it's a lot of people when people get hurt. It's a lot, man. And I made the video to talk about a recent one that I had that actually came into fruition, and it's weird because I had the vision about this like a month ago, and for my people that live in New York, and I'm not sure if this restaurant is in other parts of New York, but I know in specifically in Manhattan there's a few of them. Um, So before I tell you about the restaurant, I'm gonna tell you what happened in the vision I had like a month ago, and it might be a little bit more than a month ago. But so I went to sleep one night, and I suddenly was in this restaurant, and it just was real airy, and people were talking, but it just felt real airy. And for some reason, I just knew I was in a Floridita, but I felt like I was in the Floridita on my grandmother block. So I'm like, in the vision, something just telling me, yo, you in Floridita, you know what I'm saying? And I put it together with the clues because I was in Floridita on my grandmother block, which is she lives on 135th and between Broadway and Riverside, and I knew I was there because there were Spanish people in the restaurant as well. So there's a lot of Spanish people on my grandmother's block. It's like a Spanish neighborhood. There's black people too, but there's a lot of Spanish people in that area. So I'm sitting there, I'm just chilling, and I'm like, why am I here in a restaurant? What am I doing in Floridita? So everything was looking airy and weird, and then I look to the left and I see this guy, like he just looking suspect and stuff, and he had like a black coat on or something. He just looked suspect, and I know where something happened, and he just started letting those shots at me, like doosh, and it hit me twice in the chest, and I just remember I dropped, and I just started wheezing like I really couldn't breathe. That dream felt so real, like I felt that dream, y'all, and everybody running, screaming, just running, and I just woke up, and I'm like, yo, what the hell was that? Like I was trying to understand what the hell was that, and I didn't know what it was. So after a while, I forgot about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I had that a month ago. It might even be a little bit more than a month ago. So I was like, whatever. I don't know what that was, or I don't know. I don't know what that meant. Um. So a few days ago, there was an incident that happened in the Floridita in Dykeman in Manhattan uptown on 207th Street, and a guy, something happened. They got into an incident, and a guy actually got shot and killed, and he got shot twice in the chest. And so when I seen that story, I was bugging out like, oh snap, like that's exactly what I had in my vision. That's exactly what I seen in the vision. That's exactly what happened. I got shot twice in the chest. And the thing about these visions is it's not happening to me. I'm seeing it through whoever eyes that I'm channeling through when I'm sleeping. So whatever's occurring, it feel like it's me, but I'm experiencing whatever their feelings, their emotions, whatever they're seeing, whatever they do, whatever is happening to them or going to happen to them. I'm seeing it. So I'm looking through their eyes, like how they say in a figurative way, or they teach us like look through somebody else's eyes to learn where they're coming from, and that's exactly where what be happening in my visions. So when I learned that that's what happened uptown, I'm like, wow, like damn, like should I have said something? Should I have put that out? But I don't. I told y'all before certain visions I don't like sharing because I don't want to scare nobody. Because some of them is dark, bad ones, and I don't really want to scare nobody. But at the same time, I feel like spirit don't just want me to share the good ones and stuff to talk about, tell a story about like, yo, this is crazy, this happened. I think they want me to also tell those ones too and warn people if I can, like, hey y'all, like you might want to be a little careful in this area around this time or just be on alert, like in this area. And then whoever listen or whoever don't, it's not outside of my control. But I just don't want to scare nobody and tell nobody that. But um man, it's just a lot, y'all, just to handle. But it's not over. I thought that was it. So I'm like, okay, so I wasn't on my grandmother's block in the vision. I just associated that with the Floridita because that's the Floridita I know, which is on her block. I never went to the one uptown. But little do I know that wasn't it. So so uh now on Wednesday, because today's Friday, on Wednesday, when I found out that story happened, I was just telling my moms like, oh, yo, I had a dream. I had a vision about that. Mom, I had a vision about that. Like I seen that dream. I had a vision about it. I thought I was on Granny Block, but I guess they was associating that Floridita on Granny Block as a clue for me so I could connect that to the Floridita up there on 207th Street in Dykeman where it actually happened, where the guy got shot twice in the chest and died. But no, I know it was more to that vision, even more. Um, so Thursday, I woke up and I just felt mad weird and mad anxious and just mad cloudy. And I noticed now that when I feel like that or stuff like that, like I noticed that it's always something happen, like a shooting or something. Cause I don't know if y'all remember, like I think it was last month, there was an incident that happened in New Jersey where this guy or this couple they had like a big shootout in Jersey City with the cops from like 12 p.m. to like 2 p.m. They was having a big shootout. They had to bring the SWAT out like they was because these people had some real heavy artillery, whatever they're shooting at the cops to them. So a SWAT, like the guy was reporting who lived there in Jersey City, he said, when you see SWAT backing up, it's serious. And they had to shut down the schools and everything during that to make sure everybody was safe. But that when that was happening, I was outside around 12 something. I was going to get something. I was doing errands to get something, but I just felt so paranoid, so anxious, so scared. And I was like, why am I feeling like that? I felt like I had to get to safety. That's the same way I felt when I told y'all the video about I felt that way when I was invited somewhere downtown. I was about to go downtown, but something just kept making me feel anxious and paranoid, like something's about to happen. And I was taking long to get ready. And then thank God I did because I missed the train the D train that I actually had to take. I just missed it from prolonging and trying to figure out my feelings. And that's the train I missed, which somebody was on, pulled the emergency brake and held everybody hostage like they had a gun. I'm noticing now when I get that feelings or wake up like that when I'm outside and I start feeling like that, I'm picking up on something that's happening, where it's something with chaos or shootings or something bad with people. So I think they want me to put out that stuff too. And like I said, I don't like putting out those channelings because I don't want to scare nobody. But it's pushing me towards something. But I just had to tell you about that with the feelings too, because it's not just the visions. I also pick up on those emotions. Cause I'm tapping into the collective, the energy in the atmosphere. So I feel it. So whenever I'm feeling that, I know something's going on. Cause it's not my feelings of anxiousness, being paranoid, having paranoia, or just feeling like somebody after me. So that's when I'm picking up on that. But Thursday, I woke up with those same feelings. I'm trying to figure out like, okay, it must be something in the collective. Maybe they got a lot on their mind, picking up on that energy. So I thought nothing of it. I went outside. And later on that day, something just told me to go to the African store to go get something, some more soap that I need or whatever that I always go to. So I went there and they was doing a prayer and they eating or whatever. So I was waiting at the counter waiting for them to finish and stuff. And then some lady was there. We just started talking and stuff. Just started chopping it up and just mad stuff. We just mad about mad different things. So in the middle of the conversation, she mentioned his name and said Jagger, and I'm like, that's crazy. You said that name because that's one of my little cousins. They actually twins. That's one of their names. She said, really? I said, yeah. Actually, they live on 135th between Broadway and Riverside on my grandmother block. So that was around like two something, y'all. So when I got home and I was looking at the news around two something, I believe, um there was a big shooting that happened like right at two something p.m. A big shooting on the block on 135th between Broadway and Riverside, my grandmother block, and three people got hit and one person got killed. And I believe they said the person that got killed also got shot in the chest as well. So that scared me even more. Cause I'm like, yo. So I wasn't just picking up on that incident with the Floridita incident uptown where the guy got killed. I was also that's why I also felt like I was in Florida on my grandmother block because I was also picking up that it was going to be an incident of a shooting on my grandmother block too, because somebody got shot the same way in the chest the same way, and they got shot on that block right there because the Floridita is on the corner on 135th, but it happened like right next to my grandmother building. Like you could see it on the news article. Y'all could go look that up too. It was on 135th between Broadway and Riverside. You could check out the shooting over there. So it bugged me out. Cause I was like, yo, this is so I wasn't just picking up on one of those joints. I picked up on both of them. So man, it's just a lot. And like I said, I don't be wanting to scare nobody and tell them these things, but I feel like I'm gonna have to start warning people with certain stuff. And if they look at me crazy, oh well. But at least I put it out there because man, it's like it's just a lot, man. It's a gift and a curse, man. And some of this stuff I don't want to see. It's not like I got a crystal ball or something just looking like, oh, what's happening in the world. No, it's like I'm going to sleep, minding my business, and then God, the universe, spirits come, boop, drop a message. I gotta write it down, decipher it, see what it mean, understand it, interpret it, and then figure out what the hell is it leading me towards, what type of answer. And I just had to share that because it was heavy on my heart, my mind, my soul, and even I could hear it in my voice. Like I'm just real shaken up and anxious from the division I just had now that woke me up out my sleep just now. So man, it's just a lot, y'all, and it's just a lot, man, and man, I just had to share that, and I think I'm gonna have to start really sharing some of those visions when I have those that's something dealing with people and environment, something happening because it's they're not letting me see these things for no reason. And like I said, I just wanted to come and share that with y'all real quick. It's like seven, what is it, like 7:08 now, and I'm just up now, shit, cause that drink got me shooken up. So man, yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go get my mind right and everything, cause I'm still a little shooken up, so I couldn't even go back to sleep. But man, I hope everything is good with y'all, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.